Hello, thanks for tuning in to our monthly market recap. Let's just dive right into it. Central Alberta's market overall was in a balanced market in October. So Red Deer and Black Falls actually in a seller's market, Penhold, Sylvan Lake, Lacombe in a balanced market. So overall, we were sitting at a 31% sales to list ratio. So if there was 100 houses for sale, 31 of them sold, leaving us in a balanced market overall. And that's ideally where we want to be all the time. So here's some interesting tidbits for you, though, for those of you who are kind of looking for a little bit more of a deep dive into what's really happening in the market. In October, sales were down almost 16% over September, which is normal as we move into the winter Christmas season, okay? But the active listings on the market was also down 16%. And you can't sell what's not there, even though we try. And so also typical as we move into the winter Christmas season. But here's what's interesting. In October, sales were up compared to October of 2022, almost 7%. So with interest rates have gone up substantially since then, and inventory is even lower since then. So somehow we managed to have less houses, but more sales. And so what that means for us is that the demand for homes in Central Alberta is still high, and it's going to stay high as we move into the new year. So we all know that the Bank of Canada held its prime lending rate at 5%, actually in its last two announcements. And predictions are that they're going to hold that stance at their next rate announcement, December 6th. So stay tuned that day. We'll have some updates for you as that happens. But most predictions are saying that by the middle of 2024, they're going to start lowering the rate and are going to hit 3% by the middle of 2025. So just for reference, like 3%, 2012, 2013. And so what that will do is it will create just this perfect storm of low inventory, low interest rates, and high demand. So the only outcome of that is the price of homes going up unless more new homes can be built to offset high demand and low supply. And so I know it's so monotonous because we talk about supply and demand all the time, but it really is the backbone of what's going on in the real estate industry, no matter where you are. So for example, back in 2017, 2018, 2019, we had very high supply and very low demand. And that left us in just this really sad buyer's market for a really long time. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the real estate market in Central Alberta in the next year or two as things shift and change. So stay tuned. We will always keep you updated. And if you have any questions about what I talked about today, or maybe a market that you're in specifically, because there are, my little markets within markets, you can always reach out to Tammy, Kim, or myself, and we would be happy to chat about it, catch up with you, and talk real estate. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next month.